Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Zanthyst with Zanthyst Gaming, and we are here in City Skylines, and today we are going to be working on fixing a few problems we have with our city. I was experimenting off camera a little bit with changing the intersection we had here into a ramp that just kind of goes over top and then merges onto the roundabout, and I believe that's working out a bit better than what I had before. When I went into my traffic overlay, I had like big red section here before, and now I no longer have that. But I do have another problem popping up, as you can see, and that is crime. Right when we ended last video, I wasn't sure where to put the police stations, and I asked for you guys' input. Now, unfortunately, because I'm an idiot, I didn't wait before building this before doing this next video, so I haven't heard any of your suggestions. But if your suggestion ends up being better than what I end up doing, I can always move it. So we'll go ahead and take that into consideration as we get ready to build this police station that we're going to build right now. So I'm thinking that I definitely want police. The main police presence that we need is going to be over here. I don't think I'm going to need as much over here, but I'm thinking that if I put it on the roundabout, it can get wherever it needs to be. It might get interfered with by the flow of in traffic for the city though. So I'm going to put it right here. And then if it needs to go anywhere in this area, it can. And if it needs to go over to the industrial area, it can just go straight onto the on-ramp and go up into the industrial area. So I think that's going to probably be our most efficient way to do it. And I'm going to do the same thing with the firehouse as well, although I can do a higher quality firehouse. And that's an interesting idea. I'm feeling like fires might be a bigger issue in this area, so I'm actually going to put the firehouse on this side, and then if they need to go to a residential area, they can just take this quick bypass down here and get to wherever they need to be. So that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do for those. I don't have quite enough yet for the healthcare, so we'll hold off on that. Power's still looking okay. We're getting a little low. Water's still looking good. Landfill's still okay. We don't have a school in yet. We need to get that for sure. Citizens look like they're not too happy, but that was because they had their houses flooding with sewage for a long time. So that's to be expected, I suppose, eh? Now, this guy right here was really unhappy like a second ago. Why is that? Could just be because I ended up bulldozing the old house to put in a police station, I'm sure. Looks like our happiness is slowly moving up. People are becoming more and more happy, so that's good. Pollution levels are all over there. Traffic flow is still looking good. Noise pollution is still looking good. Right on. Now the only thing I'm thinking is maybe this section of residential we might remove because it's a little bit close to the commercial strip. And I want to give them a little bit of buffer, so this might be an area to throw some parks in instead. So I'm thinking we might just quickly dezone that, but we are losing money right now, so maybe not, just because of all the extra services we just added. So maybe we won't do that, actually. Let's go and add in a little bit more industrial. I want to make sure I have it in the right spot, right there. Should be the perfect spot. Zone in some industrial, that'll give us a little bit more tax revenue. Might just zone in a little bit on the side as well over here. Though I don't really want it on the outside, I think I just want it on the inside sections. So we're going to let that fly, just like that. We will adjust our taxes up to 12%. Actually, we'll just adjust them up to 11%. They're already kind of unhappy with me because I let their houses flood with sewer water. So I think I'm not going to go much higher than 11%. I want to get that residential happiness up a little bit more. And the way I'm going to be able to do that is by building parks. But we cannot build parks if we do not have income. So, we're just going to do one thing at a time. We'll just cover this little area. We have some kind of goofy pipes going on there, but it's okay. We'll get it all covered eventually. Alright, so as I was saying, I don't really like the fact that this is residential right here. I think I'd like to kill the residential and switch over into parks in that area. I'm just going to look at my natural resources I have real quick. Just as I thought, I have farmland up here. They do have a little bit, very little bit of war. We're not going to worry about that. And then we got forestry in this area. Let's go ahead and have a look at... I can't look at land value yet, darn it. Alright, that's okay. I think we're going to dezone that right there. And then build in a park. Perhaps before I do that, I need to build an additional residential area though. So I'm not going to have enough room to build another like grid block like this. This will end up being my high density residential, I think. But since I don't have enough room for another grid block for now, I think I'm just going to come off to the side and just do the best I can with keeping with this pattern, and maybe just follow the curve of the road here on the highway for the roundabout and just pack it in as much as I can to start out. So let's start off by looking at our four-way road here, and we're just going to look at extending that over as far as we can while still maintaining a little bit of a distance from the highway. Let's see where the noise pollution levels cut off. Well, it's not too noisy yet because we don't have a ton of traffic, so it's going to be hard to tell. But I want to say just a full block away should be sufficient. And then the thing we're going to do here is we're going to curve the road to go alongside the cul-de-sac. And we're just to do our best to make it look as natural as possible. I think perhaps I should go straight up first though. Straight up and over, just matching the on-ramp over there. Right here should be fine. And then we'll take into curved roads. And we'll go straight over, I think I had 90 degree before, right? So we'll go 90 degree. That's a little bit too sharp. Not enough money. Figures. Alright, so we're gonna have to hold off on that for a second until we get some more money. So I'm thinking like here, I'm pausing the game too much, it looks like. Up to like here-ish. Just following the curve of the road as much as we can. And then we'll just merge straight over beside the police station. And that will give even more access to a police station so it can continue being able to serve, protect and serve those that need it. So now we just have to kind of play the waiting game for a second while we get a little bit more money. We're not making a ton of money because we need more residential, so perhaps I'll zone a little bit more residential while we wait. And then we'll just pop it out as we need to for the rezoning of things. So we do want to make sure that it does have water, however, so we'll definitely go straight over here. Make sure everyone has water in there. Alright, they'll give us a little bit more revenue. The pipes cost a little bit, but it'll make up for itself as we get those houses popping in. And then again, the only thing I have a concern about here is the noise level as we start to get more and more traffic. So we just need to be a little bit wary of that. Alright, I think we are doing good over there. I would like actually the music to be just a scotch louder. I think the sound effects are plenty loud. But I'm going to drop everything else down to 70%. And I'm going to turn up the music by just adjusting the master volume. Because I feel like the music's just a little bit quiet. There we go. And that way we have a nice little background score as we play the game. Alright, now we know it's going to be about 2,000 to build that road I want to build. So we'll just go ahead and start getting ready for it right now. And go up to like right there. There. Not enough money. I don't like the curve on that. Right about there is about where I'd like it, I think. Maybe I'm curving, I might be curving it just a little too much. There we go. And then we're gonna take it and slope it back to that police station. So we're gonna take this road and then we're just gonna go up and curve just a little. Maybe we're not even gonna curve, let's see. Go straight and curve. I don't want it to be too sharp of a corner. I think that should be fine. We're going to lose 3 houses there, but we'll end up gaining a lot more than we lose. So that'll be fine. Alright. And the inside here, we'll do one-way streets, of course. Okay, follow the same pattern as we did previously of extending the one-ways just straight through. We will actually leave this avenue as a bypass road that they can use. But otherwise, it'll just go straight through. This will be the only intersection area. And I think that should still be fine. I don't think it should get in the way too much. So this actually needs to continue out all the way over along this line. We want a straight line tool. And we'll just need to connect it straight through. And then this is just going to need to connect straight through here, but I'm already seeing the issue that it's wanting to snap to this point right here, which is not actually a point we want to snap to. We would like to snap somewhere else. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause. We're going to stop and we're going to bulldoze this little section, and then we're going to just draw the line straight through. And then we're going to snap the other one to it. And I think that should work out just fine. If I have enough money. And then we can snap that through there once we get a little bit more money. And that'll be just fine. I don't know why we're out of power. Perhaps we are short on our production of power. We might need just a little bit more. Which could be problematic, actually. We're going to go ahead and take out a secondary loan here, even though I really don't want to. We're going to finish up this road. We're going to zone all this really quickly before we unpause it. And then we're also going to get another power plant up and running. That way we don't have to stress about that. This is going to go straight over. Good, that snapped in without any problem. I like to see that. And then this one is going to be just fine the way it is. And that intersection will be right there. So, okay. I think this should flow nicely. This should be fine. And then we're just going to zone out all of this stuff to be residential. Nice little spacing there. We can add in some trees as we need to. This has a nice little courtyard spacing as well right here, so we can add some trees there. We could even add in a park here if we wanted to. Kind of see where it is with park coverage on the other side, but I think we'll be fine to add in some parks there. Now, we definitely need some more power. Actually, the music sounds a little loud now, I'm sorry. What I get for adjusting it. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get a little bit more power here. Throwing one right here. I'm not sure if one will be enough, so we'll throw in 2. Switching over to a coal power plant wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I don't think we're quite at that point yet. Looks like we also have some more demand for industrial, so we will get us a little bit more industrial over here, which will also give us some more tax money. We want to be a little careful about how much industrial we zone, because we are going to want to zone out some farmland industrial as well. So, it's something to be wary of as we continue on here. I do have the pipes covering it, good. Do have pipes covering this area? Mostly. Mostly. We could probably just go straight over here, just a little. Yeah, that'll cover it. Okay. Doing pretty good. We don't have a whole lot of commerce. I'm kind of surprised they're not demanding more commercial, but we do have enough workers to fill out all of the industrial, but I'm not sure why we lost this. Not sure why we lost that commercial. That's okay, it'll rebuild. No big deal. Alright, so this might be a good time to get ready for a farming district, because I believe we can do those now. Yes, we can. So a farming district will be out this way. Where do we have the most fertile farmland, is the question. It's right here on the edge, it looks like it's probably the best. Maybe down here, but this looks pretty solid right here. So we can just kind of take this off as a pathway and just kind of loop around this farmland area and just kind of build it out. So we'll just do a 4-lane road. And we'll get some farmland going up here. We'll go with a little bit of a curve tool because we're going to want to curve it around the fertile farmland. Try and make use of it as best as we can. Oops. We'll look at that in just a second. We'll just kind of loop it back into there. Just like so. And we might just draw a couple little dirt roads to some farms. Kind of pack it in just a little. I don't want to overdo it because I know how quickly you hit how much you need. So, don't want to overdo it really. But I think that should be sufficient for now. And we'll just zone this all out as farmland. I should pause it so it doesn't start doing regular industrial because that's not what we're wanting right there. We're definitely just wanting farmland. And we want to go into districts, and we choose this as a district. And I'm just going to snap it to the road and just follow. Oops, just kidding. Follow the road as best as I can. And then we'll fill in the rest. And then we can assign it to farmland. It's as easy as that. Could probably do this section here additionally as some farmland. Let's put in a few farms. That's actually a lot of farms. So that should be good for now. Fill in a couple trees. Let's see, trees. I don't like the fact that I can't see my grids and my trees at the same time. But that's okay. We'll just do our best. I want it to be a little bit bigger than that, but I don't want it as big as these things. Oh, those aren't that big. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. And then of course if the farms build and they build over top of the trees, they'll just replace the trees. So I'll just kind of go like this a little bit. Just kind of make this area look a little bit more like, you know, natural area. We'll turn it into farmland as we have the industrial need for it. We'll just kind of make that look very nice out there. Alright. Some happy little trees. Got some happy little trees. We did get a couple trees on our farmland, but as you can see it replaces it when you need to. Alright. So it's hoping our industrial demand goes down a little bit. This says it is not connected. I'm not entirely sure why, so let's have a look at our road tool. Okay, it is going the wrong way over here. Okay, there we go. We do have a criminal at large right here. We have a police station right like 2 blocks away. So hopefully he gets busted. Looks like he did. Good deal. Looking pretty good there. Starting to make some money back. That's good. We're going to probably pay back one of our loans real quick because it looks like we have the cash due. So let's just pay back that one. Okay, and now we're making a little bit more money. Farms are popping in, but they have no power or water because I'm a doofus. Alright, let's run a power line over to them from the water treatment plant. I think is the closest power line I have, yeah. So we'll just run it from here over straight over to there, I guess. I don't really want to bulldoze one that's already built. There. That should go over top. Alright. Golden. Okay, let's have a look at our little farms. Without the grids. Let's have a little stroll through Farmville. We got Davies Road here. Very nice. There's a billboard right there apparently for a car that's an innovative sports hybrid. That's not very farm-like. You're killing my immersion. We got Sunny Grain Farms. Got another energy drink ad. It's kind of strange to see farmland with all these billboards. That's not... I live in a place that has farmlands. I can tell you that's not how it works. Not how it works, team. But it's looking pretty cool. We got some pig farms. Very nice. A bakery. A baking company. We got Bread and Beyond. Nice. Nice. Very pretty. Love the trees. Happy with how this turned out for sure. I should maybe terraform the land a little bit, but it looks really natural. I think it's fine. Typically farmland's a bit more flat than this, but I think this is fine. This looks really nice. Alright, and then over here is our smoky smoggy industrial sector. Very nice. I like it. Everything looks to be going good there. Take a stroll on down the road, hitting all the streetlights on the way. Not a very good driver apparently. And we can go up there to the Spiffy Diffy roundabout, or we can come around here to our little soda pop shop. Looks like we got some yakisoba noodles, nice energy drink shop, beautiful. A dental shop, ooh. Very nice. I love all the little details on these buildings. I love it. We got a Big Bite, a Go Nuts donut shop. Very beautiful. Pancakes International. Little IHOP. It's beautiful. Residential neighborhoods look like they're getting along quite nicely. Beautiful little houses. Alright. We got a nice little start to our town. I think we might just try to pay back what's left of this loan. Yes, we'll just pay it off. And then we're just going to keep the money going, keep the game flowing for a minute or so. So these guys are demanding more residential zoning, which I thought might happen, and that's why we saved all this space over here. Because these guys don't produce pollution, I believe. Yes, they do not. So what we can actually do is, ignoring this little section here, where there is some pollution, we'll go ahead and strip it off with a road. But ignoring that section, we can actually start developing a residential district out here too, which will just be fine. Space already occupied. Is that because it's too close to an intersection? Perhaps. Perhaps. That's okay. We don't need it right now. We just need the idea of where the road is. I assume it's going to be the same thing there. Yep. Alright. So what we could do is, looking at our pollution map, I believe this area, yep, this whole zone here should be safe to do residential. And then they, oops, not that zone. And then they will be close to the farm too, so they can provide workers for the farm. Which I like that. Unfortunately, it looks like with how this is working with the connections, we're going to need to bulldoze that before we can connect either of these. So we'll do that. Space is not already occupied, you liar. Alright, well, let's bulldoze this. We'll bring it down. And then we'll bring the four-way road over. Yeah, it's gonna have a little bit of a bend. I don't really know why, but that's fine. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. They'll have a little intersection on it, probably. No big deal. We'll just run the power line straight across here. Give them power. They're also going to need water. Looks like they already have it. Fantastic. We'll go up 440, as that is the magic number to reduce overlap. But since I built the rest of mine really bad, it doesn't matter anyway. So we're actually going one more and just go straight up. And then we'll cover that whole zone. Alright, golden. Now what I want to do is make sure that these roads are going opposite of each other. So that one goes up, that one goes down, this one goes up. Beautiful. And then the next road we build needs to come down. Oops, we want a one-way, two-lane, straight down. And the next one is a one-way, two-lane, straight up. And then we're going to zone both of these as residential as well. And that's going to give us a little bit more workers for our farming area over here that's demanding lots of workers. It's nice and close also, so hopefully they will go there. and be in the right spot. That was supposed to be a one-way road. Good, I upgraded the right way. Let's try and watch my RCI at the bottom. Make sure I'm not overfilling residential, but I think we're fine. I think we're doing a good job here. Now in these roads, we're just going with a straight pass through. We're not even going to deal with cross sections. Although maybe I should. Actually, I definitely probably should, but that's okay. Okay, we can get another windmill. It looks like we have enough money. Keep those flowing so we don't run out of power. With the expanding housing that we're doing, we're going to run out of power pretty quickly. It might be time to consider actually doing an industrial power plant. And if we do that, over here would be the area to do it. We could just continue doing more wind power on this coast, though. Since we do still have plenty of real estate there to utilize, and it's going to be polluted anyway, so it's not like we're going to put residential on this waterfront. Though we might put residential up on this waterfront, so... or commercial. I'm seeing some traffic building up, so let's just kind of have a look here, what's going on. You know what I think is happening is that the traffic lights got switched back on because I rebuilt that road. Yep, that is exactly what's happening. So if I get rid of those traffic lights, that's actually going to help with the flow of traffic, since we're doing these one-way roads. Theoretically. Let's see. Yeah, now it's going a lot smoother. It was backed up red all the way back here, but now it's a lot more smooth. There's nice brakes, there's plenty of ways to get through. We might even make a bypass straight over to the farm area if that becomes necessary, but I don't think it will be. I think we'll just be fine with it just like this. Maybe as this develops a little bit more, we might want to do that to bypass the residential zone if someone's going straight to the farmlands, or to let the farmlands get out as well very quickly for deliveries. Looks like traffic's fine over there. We're still fine on traffic on this area. Good deal. Our roundabout's doing very nice, stopping there from being a traffic jam coming into town. There is always going to be this sort of thing. I don't know what to do about that, but maybe you guys got some ideas. Alright. We'll go ahead and do another zone road straight down. If I can get it to snap to the right point. No, it's not wanting to work with me here. There we go, that's where I want it. I have to reverse it because it's facing the wrong direction, but that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to zone those as residential as well. And then I might actually just do a cross street or two here. Let's see. No longer an upgrade. Just in the residential district anyway. So we'll just go straight across. We'll lose a few houses in doing this. I should actually pause it so that they don't just keep rebuilding and keep getting demolished, because that's rude. We're just going to keep with the same kind of grid design. Seems to be working pretty well in the other area. We lose a little bit of housing by doing it, but I like it. I think it's going to stop people from getting too bogged down in traffic. And that's one of my goals with this city, because I've been having major traffic issues with my other city. So one of my goals is to do a better job with managing traffic. I might even in the center here, I can't really demolish with the one-ways, actually. I was going to say just demolish some roads. I could demolish some roads and build a park in the center, which I actually think I'm going to do. We're going to make this a little bit nicer of an area. So let's add in our first park. I'd like it to be a rather large one. That one's pretty big. If I do a smaller park, I could also throw in like a cemetery here later, though, which would be pretty handy. But I think I'm looking for kind of a bigger park. Or multiple big parks, we could do that too. So we could put one there, put one right here. That's what we already got. Let's put a bouncy castle in. Why not? And then do we have enough money for that? Nope, that's too big. And then maybe this when we have some money. That there. Okay, and that should up the land value there pretty significantly. Yeah, nice. It was lower because of the pollution, I'm sure, but that should help it raise quite a bit. And then we got kind of like the old donut blocks in SimCity, that kind of design going on here, which I kind of like. It's a little bit bigger because the old donut blocks in SimCity would just be one ring all the way around and then one building in the center. So this is a little bit bigger than that, but it's kind of the same idea. And we could even potentially put in a park over here. I'm thinking like right here would be quite nice. I really like the Japanese garden, and I think this area could use a little bit of Eastern influence. So we'll go and throw that in there, and we can let someone build a house right next to it. That's fine. Small house. That's fine. And then I'm thinking we dezone this and rebuild these as parks as well. Let's see where our land value is sitting over here. It's looking quite nice along the shoreline there. So if we build some parks in here, it's going to be even better. So let's consider doing that real quick. Just up that value a little. I want to do it without losing a shop though. So I think right there is the closest I want to go. I don't know if Bouncy Castle makes a whole lot of sense next to an industrial or next to a commercial area, so let's actually go with like a park, like an actual park right behind there. And I'd like to get one with like walkways so they could walk way down there. I don't know if any of these have walkways on them. Let me see if that one does actually. It kind of does. That might be a walkway. I think it's facing the wrong way though. Let's see if it has a snap point for a walkway. It does have a snap point for a walkway. So we would have to lose that commercial building though to walkway that down. Or those houses. Those houses could be downgraded, but really they could just walk around the corner. That doesn't matter. This is a really nice shop here, but I could just build it straight through there, and then that shop could be a little bit smaller. Yeah, let's just do that. Space already occupied. Alright, well, it's not anymore. Bye. Wait, is that not a connecting point? I thought that was a connecting point. Darn it. Well, we'll just have it connect to the road there. And then they can walk from the park and down. That'll be fine. We had to kill a house, but, you know, it's all in the name of progress, so it's fine. We're gonna kill a couple more houses in the meantime, so I'm not too fussed about it. We're gonna put a very large one here. The radius of influence is huge on that one, which I really like. So that'll make us rather happy. And then I think we'll just continue with this whole, like, nice park theme, and actually maybe we'll just put another really big one right next to it. Like, just make this a really big park. That'd be pretty nice. I like that, I think. Alright, let's see here. Why won't not let me put it right up into it? It will actually not let me put it straight on the edge of the other one, so that's interesting. But we can put it over by one, and then we can just get into our walkways and maybe build a walk. Oh, it's because this one's the one with the walkways. Okay, this is what I was thinking of before. So we'll have to demolish that. Sorry building. So a nice little curved walkway here. We'll kind of curve it around to there. Just kind of connect them in here, interconnect these parkways, and that way it'll be a nice little, like, just one contiguous path. And I think that'll look really nice. Alright, and yeah, that's just one contiguous path for a park, and it's very nice. And then we can add in some trees, and that would be pretty scenic as well. So let's go ahead and do that. While we're at it, we'll kind of keep with the same trees that we were using before. And then we'll go with some smaller trees as well, like they have in the park over there. Which is pretty nice. Kind of keep that same little feel going on. There we go. I like it. I like it. Alright. We did lose some houses in doing that, but I think that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. So we now have, I think, everything we need. We have landfills. We have no healthcare. Just kidding. Okay, let's get... We can do a medical clinic or medical clinic. What's the difference? I see no difference between these two medical clinics, other than just stylistically. So, I like the style of that one more. And I think just throwing it out on the side of the road over here makes a lot of sense. So we'll throw it there. Got police coverage from up there. Though police... Oh, that's fire. Fire coverage. Police coverage, we got good. Oh, it's. I think this is the European style, because I think I clicked have the European style option for things. Yeah, that's definitely a European style school versus the American school. Let's do a European style school. And let's kind of throw that over in this residential area. I'm thinking like, this looks like a pretty nice place right here for it, but I don't want to lose all those buildings. Right next to the park. Yeah, let's have the nice little elementary school here with a little park behind it. That's really nice. I like that. Alright. So we got our education going a little. We got our trees. We don't have any of these things unlocked yet. I don't know what they actually even are. Oh, we do have some stuff unlocked. We just don't have enough money for it. That's okay. Fountain of Life and Death. Oh, that's pretty cool. Friendly Neighborhood Park. Mall of Moderation. Huh. Interesting. Pretty cool. Alright. How's our power? We're running a little low, so let's get ahead of that and get that in as soon as we have the money to. Takes 6,000, huh? Should have probably just kept it running while I was doing my park designs. Plop this bad boy down, and then we'll be at everything we need for this milestone, I believe. The most recent milestone we got was Parks and Recreation, Paths. We got that started. We got some parks. We got our high school unlocked. We haven't built a high school yet, which we'll probably need. So let's see, how are we doing over here? This is looking pretty well developed. They're pretty happy. They're low density. They're only on the first thing, but they're very happy. It says educate more citizens to allow the building to be upgraded. Okay. Well, I don't want to get them too educated because then they won't work in these places. So we want to make sure that we don't kind of balance that a little bit. I somehow don't have power quite that far, or water quite that far. Yeah, that should catch it. Probably a good thing to have our clinic have water. Seems like it would be a must. Looking at land values, we've done a nice job of spiking up the land value over on the commercial side, which is nice. So, attract wealthier customers for it to be upgraded. Okay, so we just need to get better education in this area, and then we should get some upgrades, which will be just fine. Let's see what our park coverage, pretty nice. Alright, so we got high park coverage over here. This area is a bit lower on the park coverage side. We can actually kind of fix that. We can alleviate that issue just a little bit by building something like that right there, and that would cover, or even right here, and that would cover a large swath, and even up the commercial area even a little bit more, which would be fantastic. Kind of stacking all of that park coverage. So I like that idea. We're going to go ahead and do that. Beautiful. So our land value is going way up. We're up into the high area over here, which is fantastic. Actually, the area where the road is where it's the highest, which is a bit of a bummer. It's a bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, this is looking good. So, I think we just need more residential now. So what we're going to do is just extend this road out and build another block. I think. Or maybe extend it over this way and build a block just like that. That worked out pretty well. I'll have to think about that. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do for the residential at this point. If you guys have a suggestion, I probably will not put out another video for a couple days, so you should be able to actually comment on this one. And again, if you comment on the previous video with ideas and I didn't do them in this one, I will look at them for the third episode. So let me know what you guys are thinking. How's it going so far? What are some obvious flaws you're seeing? What's going well? That sort of thing. I think traffic-wise it's going well. I think we're going a little bit slow, but I'm also being a little bit meticulous with what I'm doing. I'm not rushing quite as much because I don't feel like I have to stop and read chat, and I don't feel like I have to please anyone. I'm just having fun. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I'm definitely enjoying it. I really enjoy this game a lot, period. I'm definitely liking the layout I have on this one a lot better. I know it was a little bit touch and go at the very beginning, but I think it's going pretty good. Also, what do you think I should name this park? Tell me what you think I should name that park. Whatever has the most votes will win. If you see something that you like, vote for it. Otherwise, just suggest your own name. And if there's only like 2 or 3 names suggested, I'll just choose one of them. So, thank you guys for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Make sure to like, favorite, share, subscribe to the video, or subscribe to channels, like, favorite, share the video. Don't forget to retweet it, all that good stuff. Leave a comment down below. And thank you guys again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, YouTubes.